皆さん、また来てくださってありがとうございます。こちらはマンハッタンニューヨーク、日曜日の朝です。ということでね、とうとう今日 MSG に行ってきます。今週1週間後半のまとめはね、カマラ陣営ますます空中分解ということでね、なんか火曜カマラさん休日で閉じ込め戦略かって私言ってたんですけど、どうやら水曜日の CNN のタウンミーティングのリハやってたみたいで、その甲斐なく水曜日の CNN もずっこけちゃった。でもってトランプはヒトラーだっていう運動も誰にも響かなくて効果なし。どの層も取り込めない病がますます悪化してますね。だってこんなヒトラーいますか？マクドでカマラお誕生日おめでとう、これですよ。こんなヒトラーいないでしょ、どう考えても。ということでね、実際に本当にヒトラーのジェノサバイバーの獣医師の人たちの反感を買って、ますますね、ユダヤ人票も取り込めない。さらにはスイングステートミシガン、ここでイスラム教徒のリーダーから支持っていうことで、ミシガン州、このスイングステートのミシガン州っていうのは中東系のアメリカ人が多いらしくって、さらにトランプさんには追い風となっています。一方でカマラさんの方は、ミシガンラリーではビヨンセ来たんですけど、歌わずブーイング。ミッシェルも大失敗。政策の中身空っぽってことで、一つもワークせず残念賞。どの層も取り込めない病ますます悪化。ということでね、今日上げる動画は前回のクリス・クオモの番組の後のまだ決めてない一般の人からのフィードバック、そしてトランプを支持する若き起業家の観点、最後にちょっと前のタッカーと話してたイーロンさんも乗っけてみたいと思います。こんな余裕ぶちかませる人間になりたいんですけど、ということでどうぞ。
Thank you for watching us, by the way. Who do you got, Dusty? What do you got?
Okay, a lot of people popping up. Let's see, who do we have here? So many to choose from. We're going to go to Matt Anderson from X, and he says, J.D. Vance was impressive tonight. He is the best candidate of all four on the ballot in November. Trump hit a home run selecting him as a running mate. I'll bet the Dems are sorry they anointed Tim Walz as VP instead of Josh Shapiro.
But do you believe that Harris has a to-do list that is about engaging in the problems this country has?
I don't think so. It seems as that all we talk about is Trump, Trump, Trump. And it's like, we know who and what Trump is. Let's get over it. Americans get over things really fast. And so I think that that's probably why the electorate is so split. People are like, why are they voting for Trump? Because they're sick of everybody bashing him constantly. Talk about what you're going to do. Be positive and come out into the communities. You don't even have to mention Trump. Like, we're over it. We know who he is. Like, let's move on.
What's your take?
I mean, I agree. I mean, I lean a little bit differently, and really, my concern is like the mental health of, half of our country. And I feel like so much energy has been put into politics. It's how we identify now. We've put so much, the faith is gone. We put our faith in politics. And with that, it worries me. And I don't see anything, on the Kamala camp really addressing that. So.
Obviously, in a better economy, let's talk, it's a CNBC. Let's talk a little bit about the economics of the next candidate. I mean, Trump is the only candidate that's talked about accelerating the growth of the country. And the only way we're going to dig ourselves out of $36 trillion worth of liabilities is through growth, right? There's sort of two answers when you're over-leveraged, right? One answer is you can negotiate with your lenders. The other is you can increase the value of your assets. And how do you do that? You increase your profitability. How do you increase your profitability? You reduce expenses. He's the only candidate. And actually, let's talk about team for a moment, because it's not really Trump versus Harris. It's the Trump team versus the Harris team, right? So what have we seen? So Trump's picked J.D. Vance as his vice president. Kamala's has picked Walz. Walz is a self-described knucklehead, right? I can't imagine a world in which this guy is president of the United States. And you have to look at the vice president as a potential president of the United States. So that's, right. If I line them up, you've got a guy who grew up in a very, very challenged environment, addiction, family, rural America, makes his way to Yale, armed forces. Now he's, venture capitalist, senator, extremely articulate, obviously highly intelligent. So you compare and contrast. You have Elon Musk, who's probably one of the most consequential, certainly consequential business leaders 100%. In the world. It's proven he can take on 12 things at the same time and
Mark Cuban
and change the world. Okay, as
right.
you know, who's going to take? He's put himself out here in this election, and first, the only one talking about government efficiency, right? And Trump's all in. By the way, RFK. Okay, RFK is a highly intelligent, capable person, and he's focused on a couple of issues that mean a lot to me. Number one, the food industrial complex, what's happened to the health of Americans over the last couple of decades. He's going to focus on that. I think that is a critically important issue.
If he loses, man, what? You're fucked, dude.
I'm fucked. If he loses, I'm fucked.
It does seem that way. You can't just be like, yo,
Yeah, I'm like, how long do you think my prison sentence is going to be? Do you think? Will I see my children? I don't know.
Because it's not like you can say, well, yeah, I maxed out to him, but, I get...
I have no plausible deniability. No, and I've been trashing Kamala nonstop.
Oh, I know!
Well, the Kamala puppet, I call it, The machine that the Kamala puppet represents.
Yeah, she's irrelevant. I mean, she's not even...
No, I made a joke which I realized nobody's even bothering to try to kill Kamala because it's pointless. What do you achieve? Nothing.
No, it's totally
Just find
right.
another puppet.
Exactly. That's
It's no point in killing...
deep and true, though.
Nobody's trying to kill Joe Biden.
It's in...
It would be
bless you.
pointless.
Totally. You actually put that up?
Yeah. Now, some people interpreted it as though I was calling for people to
Of course.
assassinate her, but I was like, no, even I was like, doesn't it seem strange that no one's even bothered to try?
It's not worth it.
I mean,
there's an endless supply.
Yeah, like nobody would. It's absurd.
It could be anybody.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna try to. Nobody tries to assassinate a puppet.
Of course not. A marionette.
Yeah, marionette. It's just like.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. What? She's safe. Like, I like to try to kill Trump twice with actual guns and bullets.
He doesn't seem rattled. It's weird. Does he to you?
It doesn't seem what?
Rattled.
He's the constitution of an ox. It seems. So he's not like working out and eating healthy. And he's not like, let me eat another salad. That's not. No, or work out, fastidiously. I feel like how he doesn't work out, and he eats, cheeseburgers and Diet Coke and stuff, and because I think it just inherently has a strong constitution.
So, you were just with him. He didn't seem like a man who'd been the subject of 2 assassination attempts.
No, he seemed of sound mind and body and strong backbone.